through art alone are we able to emerge from ourselves to know what another person sees of a universe which is not the same as our own. I picked up this incredible little known book in a tiny bookshop in Lyon about 2 years ago, and today we'll be drawing on this book to illuminate our understanding of art. Before we jump into the video, please like and subscribe if you enjoy my content. It helps out a ton. So the book I have with me here is called The Psychoanalytic Theory of Art. It was published in 1983 by Richard Kuhns, who was a professor of philosophy at Columbia University. And it draws on work by Freud and argues that his way of thinking about and interpreting art has its roots in positivistic and idealistic theories of the 19th century, especially drawing on Hegel's theory of art. Now, the art of every cultural tradition presupposes a theory of art, and without a knowledge of this theory, the art remains insufficiently understood and enjoyed. In the West, there are a handful of revolutionary theories of art, revolutionary meaning theories that have sort of deeply altered the way that art is produced, used, and understood. And the following that make up this select company in the West would be Plato, Aristotle, St. Augustine, Kant, Hegel, and Freud. To conclude this list with a clinical doctor and psychiatrist may seem very odd. Yet Freud's ideas have had an undeniable effect upon the creation, the understanding, and the appreciation of art both before and after his own time. Now, the main difference, I think, is that generally philosophies of art, they grow out of philosophical explorations and include problems of epistemology and ontology. Now, in contrast, in Freud's world, they grew out of his discovery that important pieces of art spoke about these deep psychological problems, which was something he encountered as a part of his clinical work. The deepest, most pervasive force upon Freud's thought was that of the Newtonian vision of the universe, generated and sustained by this hidden reality beyond the sensory capacity. Though it was inferential, or you could infer it through mathematics and the natural laws. This was essentially the model that Freud brought from the external world into the internal, that is, from the physical to the psychical. Freud had an essential critique of philosophy, and I'll share it here with you. I'll read it because I'm not able to remember this on the top of my head. The unconscious is the larger sphere, which includes within the smaller sphere of the conscious. Everything conscious has an unconscious preliminary stage. The unconsciousness is the true psychical reality, and it is as much unknown to us as the reality of the external world, and as incompletely presented by the data of consciousness as is the external world by the communication of the sense organs. In terms of a psychoanalytical theory of culture, we have two interesting works to consider by Freud. In Totem and Taboo, Freud attempted to construct a general theory of Weltanschauung, and in Moses and Monotheism, he attempted in a Kantian manner to answer the question, how is culture even possible? And if we accept that this was what he was doing in these works, then we can say that Freud was sort of standing between these philosophical traditions going back to Kant and to Hegel. So to sum up this new theory, we have three key elements. The first is the developmental framework, that one should approach art through a developmental lens, and it suggests that the evolution of art parallels the evolution of psychological development of individuals and societies. The second is psychoanalytic interpretation. That is to say that one can apply psychoanalytical theory to understand the deeper psychological processes underlying artistic creation and appreciation. The last is the integration of psychoanalysis and art history. So art history can be enriched by psychoanalysis, and conversely, psychoanalysis can be enriched by the study of art history. Now, I'm so glad that I found this little book in this tiny bookshop in Lyon. It's an incredibly interesting read. If you enjoyed this video, I highly recommend that you pick up the book. You can find it on Amazon. And I am thankful that you joined me on this little exploration. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. And until next time, have a good day.